you guys were such and have been such an awesome partner for us is because the initial thesis was, what do we do to make the buyer's life easier? We knew it was a pain point for them. Having been on both the sell and the buy side, I knew from the sales side, the name of the game was getting spec'd in early, but there was always barriers to trying to reach the decision makers. And even if you had the relationships, to your point, you might not necessarily be front of mind when you're speccing something in, or you're not on the approved vendor list. And so how do you navigate that? And then when the engineers did find you, a lot of times you had to start from scratch to create something that was good enough. You're an innovator, you're an entrepreneur, you're pushing the boundaries, and that's what keeps us moving forward as an industry. And I think, the partnership gave us a lot of credibility too, because you were new, but you delivered on what you said you were, and engineers were totally impressed that they had access and you were investing in them and meeting them how they wanted to be met, not trying to get them to adapt to your process and your constraints.
Right.
So immediately they said, oh my gosh, who's Poba? These guys are awesome. They're putting stuff out there that nobody else would. We call them, they do quick turns. Right when we say, hey, we tried out this balloon, we need a small iteration, they were on it, they were responsive. And I think, the quality of what you're delivering, the focus on customer service, the fact that you guys are innovative, agile, willing to do things differently, it just puts you on the map right away. It's been impressive, for sure.
It did. I don't know, 18 sales in the first year was, it felt, it felt like a lot.
Yeah.
It felt like we had accomplished a lot, but then it also felt like there's a long ways to go.
Yeah.
If we could make small iterations to balloons that we can put on the shelf and that then supports a specific prototyping need, it was really easy for us to do because we were committed to it. We know the front end of the sales funnel starts with Chamfr.
Yeah.
And we know that we have to continue to invest in that. And if we continue to invest in that, we're going to all aspects of our business, whether it's a big multinational or it's a small startup that's in a garage with a cardiologist who has a crazy idea.
Yeah.
All those companies will see the value of working with both Chamfr and Poba. I think time is definitely money when you're in the early stages of a startup.
For sure.
And we were making sure that we weren't just going to dance around a couple SKUs and see how it goes and then figure out if we're better off doing our own online store. Just that thought, I have so many other things to worry about.
Yeah.
And so many things within our business that creates value for our shareholders that was just, that thought never creeped in. Never creeped in.
Yeah.
A potential seller that's thinking, can I do it myself or should I use Chamfr? I never let it creep in.
Yeah.
Because I think I was smarter than that. I didn't need to think that I could do it better or cheaper or faster, but I knew that you guys were doing. You guys were the experts.
Right.
If you're partnered with the experts, then work on the other stuff within your business.
Yeah.
That's going to provide a lot more long-term value to everyone.
Part of our goal too is to exactly what you said, make your life easier. You don't need somebody. Part of the process was so manual. It's like pick up the phone, get a quote, break into operations, respond, get an invoice. All that is just. It's a non-factor. It's automated on the site. So the idea is don't focus and tie up your resources on those onesie twosies. Focus on really, the technical engagement with the customer, securing the long-term business, solving the technical problems, and building that long-term mature partnership, which we're just taking the front end and making it as easy as possible for you guys. So that is our goal, and we are going to continue to expand that relationship to add value for you as a seller and to get your name out there and to connect the dots, because both, again, the engineers are happy to know who you are front and center. They don't need 10 different suppliers if they know you can do it and you're there and you're accessible at their point of need, right?
Yeah.
They're going to stay committed the whole time.
Yeah, and I think our offerings will become probably a little more technically advanced as we get deeper into the relationship. I think we'll have offerings within just the balloon space itself that are going to be capable of things other than just dilating a vessel
right.
At a different shape. I think we're going to continue to push the boundaries of what we can provide, and as our technologies like high traction or weeping balloons or laser cut balloons, as all these things start to take shape, Chamfr is the perfect vehicle for us